Have you ever gotten in your car to go somewhere and went to turn your key and your car failed to start? Well, most likely you have a dead battery. My name is Kira Allen, and today I'm going to be teaching you how to use jumper cables. My three main points today are going to be: first, reasons why your car may not start and what jumper cables do. Second, I'm going to be walking you through the steps of how to use jumper cables. And third, I'm going to be sharing a story of a time when I used jumper cables. So we may wonder why our cars do not start sometimes. The most common reason why a car may not start is because they have a dead or a weak car battery. What this means is when you go in to turn your key, your starter was struggling to turn on. Usually in this case, it just takes jumper cables to get your car started. There could be many more reasons why your car may not start. Some examples could be a frozen fuel line, a failing alternator, and many more reasons. So now, what do jumper cables essentially do? From an article from autoguide.com, they say that jumper cables will pull the power from a working car battery into another car in order to recharge the dead battery, providing enough of a boost so that the dead battery car can go get their battery tested. Next, I would like to demonstrate and walk you through the steps of how to jumpstart your car. So, first thing you will need is jumper cables. These are my jumper cables for my car. They're just very handy. So, next, after having jumper cables, you will need another car to help you. You could ask a friend, a family member, or even a stranger to help you. All you need is your jumper cables. It is important when we are jump starting a car that we do it in the right pattern and order. So you should have two pairs of red and black. One pair will go to the dead battery and the other pair will go to the booster. We call the other car helping them the booster because they have the good battery to help power the dead battery. It is important that we do this in the right steps so that we do not have complications and we can get the car started properly. So our red clamps are called the positive and our black ones are the negative. So first we're going to be taking the positive red on the dead battery is most likely your car, and you're going to clamp that onto the battery, onto your dead battery, and then after you have that clamped, you're going to take your red on your booster car and clamp that onto their battery. After you have your reds clamped in the right order, you're going to take your black one on your booster and clamp it onto their battery. Now finally, the last one we have is our black on our negative. It is important that we do not clamp this onto the battery, that we clamp it onto a solid metal ground on the engine or the frame. After you have all your clamps hooked in, it is important to go back in the same order that we did and make sure they are all on correctly. Finally, after we have our clamps on, you will want your booster car to start their car first, and then after their car is started, you will start the dead battery's car to get it started. Now to take off the clamps, we go in the same reverse. We do the same pattern but reverse. So we would take off the black on the dead battery, and then the black on the booster, the red on the booster, and then the red on the dead. Now that you know how to jumpstart your car, I'd like to share a time when I had to jumpstart my car. Last year, I had jaw surgery, and I had to head to my doctor's appointment for a checkup. I couldn't get my car started, and I was wired shut, so I couldn't really talk or ask a neighbor to help me. So luckily, my dad had a battery-packed jumper cables, which is the same concept as jumper cables. You just doesn't require another car. It's just a battery, and so I just hooked up the jumper cables to my car, and I was able to start my car and get to my appointment. In conclusion, I've taught you the importance of jumper cables, how to use jumper cables, and a short story of a time when I used jumper cables in my life. Learning how to use jumper cables to start your car is a very handy life skill that we will most likely use sometime in our lifetime. It may be at the grocery store, or it may be when you move out to college and your car dies and you need help. Always have a pair of jumper cables in your car because you never know when you will need them. Thank you.